you could almost earmark the first night it really appeared was against New Zealand in 24, when there were something like 27, 28 handling errors. And the thing about that package is, in isolation, all of those individual mistakes, you can absolutely say, look, that can happen. You know what I mean? Like, for goodness sake, that can happen. It's just, with Ireland, it's happening a lot, and it's just interrupting their flow.
And you're talking about getting into a flow and a rhythm for your attack, you know what I mean? Of course, you take them all as individual instances, but like that Joe McCarthy one, I've no doubt the lads will look at that on Sunday or Monday. That's a try-scoring opportunity. You know what I mean? There's 3 or 4 man overlap there if that goes to hand. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you're 7, 10, 12, 14 points up. Your feel from your half-backs is
huge.
different.
It is big.
All of a sudden you feel like you've more time on the ball. You know what I mean? It seems like gaps are a little bit bigger. You know what I mean? So it's not just the little inaccuracies, it's then how they make everyone feel off the back of it. You know what I mean? If you're in
and
a
the
test
opposition
match,
feel too.
Of course, yeah, because they're getting stressed.
Hook,
but when you're playing big and you know you're on it, you know what I mean? All these little things feel easier almost. And test match rugby isn't easy. When you're in a test match like Ireland were, and you're under pressure, and you know what I mean, last week's happened, and you're feeling all these external pressures, you know what I mean, then you tighten up a bit, and then you don't look where you should be looking when you're passing the ball, or you know what I mean, you're not following through, and that's how all these little instances make the rest of the team feel, and you're getting a bit more stressed.
Yeah. So a very simple question with a complicated answer. How do they fix it? Why has it happened?
I think, like, when we were involved, we spent so much time on that. Like, if you want to pick one point of it, is the phase play and the handling errors. Like, we spent so much time on it, and we were very, very good at it, and it was probably the strength of our game, along with a lot of other things. So, are they? You don't know the answer, but are they taking as much time in it, or are players that have been there for so long assuming that other people know running lines and what, you know, with Craig and Sam, that kind of mixed communication, or have they ran that enough together? So, you know, there's a lot of new combinations across the team that people have to, you know, be fair on lads with, and, you know, the standards that expected are a lot higher than that. So I think just keep at it to a degree, you know.
Yeah,
what I mean?
and Murray's saying, I don't know if they're spending that much time on it. They absolutely should be spending all of their time on this. We are not going to physically dominate and beat up an opposition team.
Yeah.
You know, you can talk about a set piece, scrum, line out. We're not going to bully some of the bigger teams in the world. Our point of difference in terms of how we can get back to the number 1 in the world and beat all these teams is this.
Yeah.
It's our phase play.
Yeah.
It's multiple running options at the line. And, you know, we saw it with you know, the team the 2 lads were on back in 23. The opposition were chasing shadows. They didn't know where to go. They were being pulled left, right, because we were making fools of them with the quality of our attack.
Yeah.